Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Well, happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the program today. This is Backstage Hall Pass. This is our weekend update day on Monday, where we bring the best in the tri-state music, what we got to see over the weekend, and then take your comments on who you got to see as well. Checking in on the program today, I see Ryan Schwab first up on the comments today. How you doing, Ryan, from Schwab Photography? Listen to my voice. All right. Heather Armstrong, how you doing, Heather? Good to have you with us. Glenn checking in from the Wanderers on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being on our YouTube. And again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because if Facebook ever goes down again, we will broadcast on YouTube. Yes, keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Jamie Minnick in the house. Boy, if I could have gotten that one picture of you up today on the board, I would have, but it didn't like it. So we'll leave that one alone until I get ready to make an ad out of it, Jamie. Wait till you see what I'm going to do to you. You're awesome. Skip Matan, the hip man, in the house. All right. Gerhard Albinus in the house from Hamilton, Ohio. How you doing? Thank you for checking in. Jerry Nimmersheim, long time no see, my friend. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon to you. Marie, thank you for checking in. And the lovely and talented and wonderful Karis from Bell and the Bear checking in with us. How you doing, Karis? Good to see you today. It's Monday, people. It's Monday, and I hope you had a great weekend of music. We had a great weekend of music. We always start out our weekend on Thursday nights. We'll talk about that. And Jamie says, I must delete. Free swag. Well, you might get a shirt out of it or something. I mean, Jamie, but I got to use it. That picture is priceless. It is priceless. But it's in a different mode on the camera because I took it with a weird thing, the portrait mode and all that, so it doesn't want to come into the broadcast here. But we'll get that fixed. I didn't get it up in time, because I can throw pictures up like this. There's our good buddy Seven West. I can throw that one on there, or I can throw. Speaking of Karis, there's a Bell and the Bear, the logo, the infamous B&B logo that everybody's got in the background of their pictures. That's pretty cool. Hey, before we get started today, guys, on the weekend update, though, I do have a couple things to chat with you about, and throw some comments in there. Let me know you're out there. Don't forget also, guys, to share the show. You got to help us by sharing the show sometime on your page. Share it with your music-loving friends. Ask them to come over and like our page and hit that little bell icon or subscribe to our stuff, and you'll get notified when we go live. That'll be very important to keep us afloat here and keep things rolling with the local music community, which we like to do. And let me see if I've got a picture here. Yeah, I do. Okay, so here's what's shaking, people. We've got a little Hall Around Town Radio support local music merch going on. Now, I'm going to tell you right up front, we are not making a dime off this. I'm not trying to make any money off it. All I'm doing is we want to get that out there and kind of get what we do out there in the masses. So if you're interested in being a part of our Hall Around Town community and wearing some of our apparel, we've got it. This is what the logos look like. Front is that little logo on the front of the shirts or the hoodies, and the back looks like that. Support local music. So if you're interested in that, the link is right there on the page, 937inc.com. You can tap on that link and get to their page and then click on Hall Around Town Radio, or click on the DAT band, who also has some merchandise on there as well, and help support the local folks. And Karis wants both. I got you covered. I do. Send me your size. and I will get you covered, Karis. You've been very, very good to me. So yeah, let's see who's on here. So we got to talk to Connie Lynn Fairchild. Let me get that off the screen here a minute, and we'll come back to that in a few. Hi there. Thank you for dropping by. If you're out there, guys, please make a comment. Let us know. Dewey in the house. Yes. Great to see you over the weekend, Dewey. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Ryan Schwab. Yep. Yeah. And one of those things, guys, I'll tell you about this neat site that 937 Inc. does. And it's a local company. So you're supporting local. They're right here where I am in Springboro, Ohio. And you guys can jump on it by ordering online, and they'll ship it directly to you. Takes all the mess of you having to pick it up or anything. You can pick it up at their place if you want to go see their location, but they'll ship it directly to you. So if you're interested in being a part of our Haul Around Town family and buying one of those shirts, we'd appreciate it. There's hats available as well. We'll have another run coming. They'll do this one through the 26th, and then after the 26th, the orders will close and they will ship on the 10th of November. So you'll have them in time for Christmas. So buy them for somebody for a Christmas gift too. Yeah, there you go. And then we'll run another run of shirts and apparel, and we'll actually throw some more items in there after we do this. We'll have hoodies all the way through, but we're also going to have some tank tops for the springtime and all those things if you're interested. So that's my little shameless plug today. Thank you, Chris and Kenny, for that. Thank you, Julie Russello, for the happy Monday. Good to see you on here. And Julie Taylor, good day to you. And what are you saying, Ryan? Yes. Ryan's going to have shirts made. They're going to say guy behind the camera on them. That's what they'll say. Hi, Doug. Thanks for dropping in. And Bob, what do we got? I don't know much about Lori's Roadhouse, Bob. I've seen all the hype about it on Facebook and all that up near Union Center there. And yeah, it's looking like a huge place for country bands. It's going to be like a big old giant Gillies type place, it looked like. So that's interesting. You can, the link Rebecca post is, I'll throw it up here again. I'll let you see what it looks like here. Let me find it right there. You can go to that on the web, www.937inc.com/Haul Around Town Radio. Take you right to our site, or you just click on their page and you'll see the tabs at the top, and you go to Haul Around Town Radio, and you can order your size, whatever there, and which you can pick which blend of shirt you want, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's where it's at. Yes. Oh yes. I am trying to do that. Somebody else pinned that in the comments for me. I can't do that while I'm live here right now. I mean, I can. I guess I can. Maybe it just takes me away. There we go. Yeah, there we go. 937inc.com. There it is. So you can find it there. I just put it in the comments as well. All right. Now it's saying an error occurred. So who knows? Maybe it won't be in there. That's the way it works. There it is. All right. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right, guys, we got to roll. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about. It is Monday, and that is basically our weekend update. So welcome to your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more. It's All Around Town Radio. And we're going to remind you to share the show and support all the local musicians and the venues that we bring to you each week. So there it is. Yes. We'll have that next run, Jamie. She said she'd add that next run. We're just doing a little test run here for a couple of weeks to see if this even plays out. But we'll try to run some sweatshirts in there next run. I'll make a note of that, and we'll try to get that to you. So I want to talk about last week after we saw you last, and we featured Who's Playing Out on Thursday. We brought you down to the Bell and the Bear, and that's what we do on Thursday nights. That's our Thursday night haunt, and there's a reason for that. We can see 30 musicians plus sometimes in a night, and man, was it off the hook good last Thursday. The talent again, guys, there, and I beat it to death. I know I do. You guys get sick of hearing it, but you know what? It warms my heart when people show up like last week. A couple guys showed up that sat behind us there, and they had heard it on Haul Around Town Radio. Never been there. They're from Dayton, and they came down and enjoyed their time. And thank you, Carl, for being there. If you're out there listening today or watching, thank you so much for coming down to Bell and the Bear. And as long as we can bring new people in there to see this and they see it, they're going to know what we're talking about and why we are so hyped up about the Thursday jam night. And it's not an open jam, it's a musician's jam because, man, there's some serious talent. It's not the place if you want to come play three originals on your guitar. There's plenty of those out there, and I'm not knocking them at all. This is not what it's about. It's a musician's jam night. Basically, it's a rock concert from start to finish. And the people that get up there are amazing. And the house band is amazing. Kevin Cooper, Jim Cuesta, Jamie Combs, Kathy Laverde, Rick Dews, John Michael, David Parks. Let me keep going and on and on and on and on. There's so many of them that play in the house band, so to speak. I've got to say, though, last Thursday, Jamie Combs, if you know Jamie Combs, guys, you've seen him play, you know what a talent he is. He was absolutely on fire Thursday night. He blew the doors off the place, the windows. Jamie Combs is a force, and he's playing guitar at the jam. Normally, he's a drummer, but really, really, really a cool night. And hats off to Jamie Combs. And then, if you guys know Eric Cross, hi Sebastian Seabass, as he's known. Good to see you with us. He's been doing a lot of great things. Follow him, guys. Also, he's interviewing some great artists on his show, and that. And Bob Weber says Jamie is a guitar god. Yes, he is. And really good. Well, Karis, thank you so much. She just bought a couple sweatshirts and t-shirts. Super easy process. Yes, thank you. I'm excited for you to wear them. If you guys order apparel, please take a picture in it when you get it somewhere and send it to me so I can abuse you and use you on my advertising, because we'd love to show people wearing the apparel for sure, especially people like Karis who are model quality. I'll just say that out loud. She'll throw something through the internet at me. Let me talk about Eric Cross. Never had I heard him sing until Thursday night. And Eric Cross got up there. That boy can sing, man. Eric Cross has got some pipes. And what a cool moment that was, with everybody with their cameras out and this and that. That obviously doesn't happen very often. You might know Eric Cross. He kind of runs around the Cincinnati region with a little bit of a camera on his shoulder. We'll just leave it at that. But Eric is a great guy, one of the nicest guys you'll meet, and he got up there to sing, and really, it was just an amazing moment. Tom Stevenson was there. He was doing some great things. The whole night was benefiting a friend of ours, TJ Wethington. And TJ had an unfortunate couple things happen. Had a fire that burned all his belongings in his home and everything else up. And then all in the same week, his car breaks down. It's one of those Kias that has the bad engine. They're going to replace it eventually, but it may take 5 or 6 months. He relies on his car for his livelihood, to get him to gigs, to get him doing his other jobs and this and that. So, the group came together, the Bell and the Bear family, like they are, and they went to bat for TJ and raised money that night for him, just in the tip bucket. And people were donating to the Venmos and the things like that. And there was pizza there brought in by a company. I mean, just so many people that helped out on Thursday night. And along with that, TJ got up to sing with his uncle, which was a great moment. And TJ was very moved by some things. And Mr. Bob Weber donated a guitar to him, and some other sundry things were brought in. There was a pile of stuff over in the back that was people donating clothing and things to the family. It was just a super cool night. And all kind of an impromptu thing. It really wasn't a big hyped deal. It wasn't a big advertised fundraiser or any of that. But it was so cool, and that's what the Bell and the Bear is all about. So thank you, Karis, for providing that avenue for people to do great things in life and make people feel good. And that's what it's about on Thursday. I want to give a big shout out that night to Chelsea Calloway, who also just smoked the vocals. She's an amazingly talented young lady. And Jamie said that guitar was beautiful. Yeah, it really was. And so many cool things there. Hi, Carrie. Carrie was there on Thursday as well. And thank you for joining us today on the program. And Carrie says a ton more donations in the back room for him. So, yeah, as soon as he gets a new place and gets out of the hotel he's staying in and all that, he's gonna feel good about all these donations and things that have come in. He already feels good, and he was moved to tears several times that night. I know, and got to witness that. And what a great group of people helping him out. Also, Dave Moody stopped in, one of the founders of the jam session there at the Bell and the Bear. And you might know Dave is traveling the country with Hairball right now. What a name that is. But Hairball, they do basically your 70s, 80s rock reenactments, play characters. It's an awesome show. I got a chance to see it this summer. And Dave Moody, who was formerly the lead in Thunderstruck, has moved on to that and doing great things and living his best life for sure. So he was there and put on an incredible show as well. And another thing, another touching moment for me is my good buddy Big John Murray was in the house, and he, if you know John and you follow him from his younger days back in Rock of Love with Bret Michaels, and he's provided personal protection and security for countless artists that are big touring artists and things. And Big John Murray stopped in. He recently had about the most serious heart surgery you can ever have, and he's living on batteries and a device that keeps him running right now, and looking for a heart transplant down the road. But Big John, man, what a great guy. And he was there for just a few minutes, got a chance to come in and say hi to some of the folks he loves dearly. And it was great to see him in the room as well. So that was our Thursday night, guys. Bell and the Bear jam session. Ah, what a great night. That's always my zen. It's fun. It's a drive for me to get there, but let me tell you, it's worth every minute of it to go. And I ask myself that on the way home sometimes. Is it worth every minute of it? But it really is. Hi, Karen Sue. Thank you for dropping by. Saw a video of you singing with Joe C yesterday. Good stuff. I want to talk about Friday night, what we took in on Friday, and then I'll get to your comments. If you saw a band over the weekend, guys, and you didn't put it in our post we posted today, please throw it up in the comments right now, and we'll get to you on that. Friday night, every Thursday, basically, our sponsor of our show on Thursdays is Froggies in Monroe. And Froggies has sponsored us, gosh, now for 3 years on that show. And they're the sponsor bringing you who's playing out every week, the tri-state musicians and where they're playing for the weekend and such. Hello, Mark Robinson from Sweet Sister Mercy. Good to have you with us. Well, Friday night, I went to Froggies, and we try to get to Froggies as much as we can. We bounce around a lot, but we got to Froggies because there was a kind of a special little show going on there, and really some good stuff at Froggies. Chelsea Calloway, who I mentioned earlier on the Thursday Jam, Chelsea Calloway opened the show for Kick Engine, and I had no idea that Chelsea could play guitar as well as she did. She got on stage, played guitar, sang some incredible songs. She did the Ozzy Lita duet solo, which was unique, and it was good. And she did What About Love? I mean, she did all her Stevie Nicks stuff and played for about an hour. And Chelsea Calloway was a pleasant time to sit there. I talked to her grandma for a while, who was sitting next to me. We just had a great time. And there were a bunch of musicians gathered there at Froggies on Friday night as well. Charles from the Bourbon Road Band and Mixtape in Cincinnati. Brett Brock was there. Gosh, there was just a ton of people, and Stacy and Rich from Froggies as well. Some good stuff. And yes, she played acoustic, Bob Weber, and it was a unique way, because you always hear Chelsea with the backing band at Bell and the Bear, the house band, and to hear her with just an acoustic guitar kind of stripped down, it was really cool. And Heath, thanks for that comment. Benny Bodine killed it at Shadows Pub. You were at Shadows as well, weren't you, over the weekend? I think I announced that on Thursday, Mr. Heath Bowling of Heath Bowling Music. So, yeah, Chelsea was great, and Froggies is a good place to see music. I mean, it's got a nice big stage. It's opened up now. There was a good crowd there. And then Kick Engine. We interviewed them on our Wednesday with the band back a month or two ago, and they got up there. And Harlan Lee, our friend, he's there playing. And gosh, the guys from Kick Engine are all multi-talented. Now, one thing about Kick Engine is you won't hear many cover songs. They're pretty much an all original band. So that takes a little bit of a crowd getting used to. You know how that is. I mean, people love the covers, and they all, those kind of things. And covers keep most musicians going and keep the venues going. So, you know, it was different. I will say that, to have Kick Engine doing just their original stuff that I got to hear. Now, we didn't stay the whole time. It was kind of a late start there, and I'm old, and we went home, but did get a chance to chat with some folks there. Brett Brock, like I said, it was great talking to him. And the guys from Kick Engine have a great sound, a unique sound. It's some keyboards mixed in with a heavy bass line, kind of a funky vibe, and then Harlan's lead guitar work and the drums. It all mixes together, and it was well done. And it was a fun night on Friday night. So that's what I want to say about Friday. And yeah, I'm going to see what else I'm getting here on the comments. I'm seeing comments coming in, and we'll get to our Saturday night and then read some of your comments as well that you posted on our page today. Chelsea's originals were great, Dewey said. Yes, and I meant to mention that. Gosh, thank you, Dewey, because it was on my notes, but I just passed right by it. That anxiety song she did that's a hit. I mean, I think so. I think it was good. And Chelsea did a great job with that. Harlan, good to have you with us, brother. And thank you for a great time on the hospitality and everything on Friday night down at Froggy's, and you guys playing. It was good to see you as well. And what a great time. It was good. And you guys, I'm looking forward to your release of your album, because that's going to be fun to listen to. And Lindsay said he saw a new band called ABCD. Wow. A band called Dreamland. There you go. At Cohatch in Springfield. Thank you, Lindsay, for that comment. Appreciate you, brother. I do. And yeah, there's a lot of good comments coming in. Heather Rausch Band. Yeah, I've heard great things about her. I've not seen her in a long time. It's been a long time. Let me talk about my Saturday real fast, and then we'll hop into your comments, guys. If you're out there, please tell us somebody you saw over the weekend. And again, remember, every Thursday you can plan your weekend of live local music with us. We bring you Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Froggies in Monroe, and also sponsored by Warren County Online News, who produces our printed format of that for us and posts it on the interwebs. So Saturday it got chilly out, and I had planned on an outside night and all that. I ended up down at Heather's in Springboro and never left and I will tell you, here's why. I did. I did mention the man behind the camera, Eric Cross, singing there earlier in the show, Carrie. Thank you for that. Ithaca, man, at Heather's. And I've seen Ithaca a lot, but this was probably one of the best Ithaca shows that I've seen ever. They took it, they did their first set with some mixture of, classic rock tunes, 70s rock, 80s rock, all that, and threw it in there, and it was great. And they kicked it off. The crowd was up and dancing from the start. Took a little break, came back, did an entire set of 80s music. And I mean, when we're talking 80s, we're talking from Bust a Move to Word Up by Cameo to, the Aerosmith. Gosh, they were throwing all kinds of 80s tunes at us. And it was an amazing night. And then the 90s set at the end of the night that they did had some killer stuff in. I'm not sure that Crazy Bitch in the Neighborhood was taken well, but being blasted out at 110 decibels across Springboro's downtown, but they did it anyway. And Nick Shannon, man, he's got powerhouse vocal. Jimmy, on the bass. Just, it's a great band. Ithaca. We had a wonderful time, and good stuff. Really good stuff. Let's see what else I got coming in here. And Heather's staff was kicking butt. That place was full to the rafters of the tents on Saturday night. A huge crowd, even though it was chilly outside. And they stayed, man. They stayed and partied with Ithaca. So hats off to our friends from Ithaca again. And Heather's, as always, is a great place to see live local music. Stray Bullet Classic Country with a Kick. Thank you, John Phillips, for that one. Kara, who'd you see? You were in Columbus. Yeah, I saw that on our page. I'm going to mention that here in a minute. I will. Scotty Long, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Congratulations on your nomination for Best of Dayton on karaoke. Guys, vote for Scotty Long, if you will, on there. Best of Dayton karaoke, if you want. He's on there. I think our friends from the Soft Rock made the cut as well. We did not make the cut this year on the Best Local Podcast. We've made it the last 2 years, and we were always a bridesmaid, never a bride, but that's okay. Now I don't have to post please vote for us and beg and all that stuff every day. So it is a Dayton competition as well. So that's the other side of it. And not to discount anything, we just didn't get enough nominations, obviously, to make the top three. But it's okay. I'm not going to cry over it. I'm going to support whoever's on there, and that's a good thing. So get your votes in on that one. Our friends from Crooked Handle made the cut on several things in the restaurant and bar area. So check that out. Basically, the nicest staff, all kinds of things. So yeah, please do. Yeah, Scotty, the guys that won it even and that kind of stuff in the past years didn't make the cut either. So it's they try to spread the wealth a little bit, I think, and that's cool. And it's a good thing. It's a nice thing they do, but it always ends up making people angry. And why do they do contests like that? Why does anybody do contests like that? It's for the clicks. The website clicks and people sharing and getting people to go to their page. I mean, that's what the world of social media is all about. I got to give them credit for doing it. And it's a lot of work. So, yeah, we'll see how it all plays out and what the karaoke thing does for you, Mr. Scotty Long, and what the bars and restaurant thing. There's some wings in there, I think, for Crooked Handle. I did see the Barrel was nominated for the best dive bar. That's one of the folks that we mentioned on the show. There's a whole lot of them. A lot of them are Dayton based area, the breweries in downtown Dayton and some of that made in there, but there's a whole list of things in there. So Dayton.com, you can check out the full list. Be careful where you click though. It'll take you to last year's stuff. So make sure you're clicking on 2021. Last year, it'll just show you who won and such, but really cool stuff. That was our weekend kind of, except for I want to mention Sunday, the Kiss show that got canceled. And the Kiss show, again, that darn show's cursed, man. We've had tickets for 2 years. And I will tell you that those tickets for us are third row center, basically. It's going to be, I mean, when it does come, if it comes back, it's going to be a great show. And I'm looking forward to seeing Kiss. I always like Kiss, whether Paul can sing anymore or not. And we had tickets as well through some other ticket avenues that we have to go to the Victoria Theater that night and see Stomp. And we neglected to put them out for sale, and I'm glad we did because those tickets came through for us last night, and we went to the Victoria and we saw the stage production of Stomp. And if you've never seen Stomp and you're anywhere close to being a percussion fan, you got to go to this show. This was amazing. This show, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the precision, the talent of these kids that are on stage. I commented afterwards about, can you imagine how long it took to rehearse that, to get those moves down and all the things they're doing and all the drum beats? Because at some time, any given time, there's 10 people on stage playing and all playing in unison like it's one song, but playing parts of that song as it rounds about the stage and stuff. And the visual of it is crazy. The audience participation was really good. So I'll give Stomp 2 thumbs up as well last night. That was a great time at the Victoria. And I hadn't been in the Victoria since I did a show there with Jimmy K's back in the 80s. And that was Jimmy K's, rest in peace, please. Jimmy K's was a local country artist that I worked with back in the 80s. And we did a show there, a benefit concert there, and hadn't been in the Victoria since then. Been in the Schuster a ton, but haven't been back to the Victoria. And it was nice to step into that old theater. Lots of things going on in these old theaters now. People are doing shows in there. The Sorg is kicking butt. Absolutely kicking butt. So Chris Reese throwing it in there. Scotty saying he's going to have to check it out. Yep. What's the top 5 going to be tomorrow, Lindsay? What is our topic tomorrow, Lindsay? Remember that? Tell me what it is, please, so I make sure I've got it right. Yes, Stomp was fun, Chris Reese. It was a good time. And yeah. And Scotty ran sound for Queen City Harley Davidson over the weekend. Thank you for that. With Jordan Wood, put on a great show. Cool stuff there. All right. Yeah, Lindsay, make that Yes, that's right. I have that written down. I just hadn't got to that list yet. So that I wanted to make sure I didn't misspeak. But yeah, top 5 power ballads tomorrow. Rock and roll power ballads. You'll enjoy that one, folks. All right, let me get to some comments some people made, and then we're out of here today. We have beat this horse to death, so to speak. Ah. Oh, and I just saw some very bad news when I called up the comments, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Dana Garwood and David Garwood. Her father passed away this morning from complications of COVID, and we're very sorry to hear that. So please have some thoughts for Dana Garwood. She's one of the sweetest ladies you'll ever meet as well, and that's a shame. We've seen that kind of coming, I think, and unfortunately, it got him today, and that's a sad day for those folks, and so our hearts are going out to them as well. Let me grab something here real quick, and we will look at what y'all wrote in, and then we'll get out of here today. So I'm calling that up. It's high tech here in the studio today. I'm calling it up on my phone. How about that? Yes, thank you, Kara, for that. I appreciate that very much. Yep. Yeah, that's sad to see, and I know they've been struggling with that for a week or so here, holding kind of a vigil, and that's a shame. All right, let me take a peek here. What'd you guys say? Man, we had, let's see, not as many comments today as we normally get. We had last week had like 60 comments, but we will look at them here and see who's. Flash G said he saw his own band, Top Secret, shameless plug for him. Played the arcade downtown Dayton for a wedding reception. I saw that set up. It was beautiful. That arcade's really nice what they've done down there. And thank you, Chris and Kenny, for that as well. Appreciate that. Um, Joyce O'Neill saw the Carlisle Marching Band. Thank you, Joyce. I think she has kids in that band. And I'm just going to sort through a few of them here. Miss Jackie and show opener DJ Christian D. And I heard this young man introduce Miss Jackie on video. I thought that was really cool. And thanks to Hollywood down there for letting him play and be the opener for Miss Jackie. And Chris Reese saw the DAT band at Fretboard. Shameless plug, Chris Reese, and the Hanky Panks at the Bell. Yes, Hanky Panks. I'm sorry I missed that one. I love the Hanky Panks. Thank you so much, Carmen, for that message to the Garwoods. And let's see what else we've got here. Noah back at Moeller's Brew Barn in Maria Stein. Robert saw. Sharon Berryhill saw her son singing in Retribution at Foy's Fairborn Halloween Fest. Bob Weber saw Dave Taylor and the Interns at North Second Tap in Hamilton. Jimmy Vaughn at Lovelow Garage. Michael saw them. Cassie Mathis saw James Mathis at the Black Walnut Festival. Little shameless plug there as well. And Kara said they're fun. The Hanky Panks are a fun band. They're just it's just a good, fun show. And not, you have to get too uptight at that show. It's just real loose and fun. And Brian is just a hoot on stage. And of course, Mr. Kevin Cooper playing his usual good music in that band. Wendy Gullett saw the Ultimate Doors tribute to Jim Morrison in the Doors at the Sorg. She did. And she said they were so good. It's like stepping back in time. Jenny Compton Smith caught the Hanky Panks at the Bell. Karen Sinney saw White Knuckle Weekend and Ithaca both at Heather's. Got to see her that night at Heather's on Saturday. And Renee said Ithaca was great at Heather's. They sure were. And Karis Ithaca is a good rock band that would fit into the Bell. They are a good rock and roll band that play a variety of stuff, everything from classic rock to 80s dance to 90s alt rock. Pretty good stuff. We'll talk about them sometime, Karis, if you're still out there. But if you're looking at 2022 season, you never know. Last call, Shelly Tresser Ricker saw. Ja Soul at the Yellow Cab, Jennifer saw. Thank you for that. Tesla, Beth saw up in Hobart Arena. Stranger played the River in West Carrollton, the big river blast they had down there with the Journey Tribute Band. Lindsay Foltz saw the Deuces Wild Band in Rising Sun, Indiana. Craig Clark Lewis saw KJ Somerville at Harmony Hill. Monique saw Gerhard Albinus at Lounge 24 and Miss Jackie at Pullman Lanes. Strangers in there quite a bit from Nan, also from Quentin. Quentin said he saw Ladder. Yeah, he always does. And Robert Garrett saw Dallas Moore, Larry Mink, Sean Bell, and Larry Alexander at Trillions. So there's a list of folks who got to see some people today. And yes, good afternoon, Brian Middendorf. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you dropping by. Hi, Sam Klein. Thank you for dropping in at the end here. We appreciate it. Guys, we're out of time, but that's our weekend update. Join us tomorrow with Top 5 Tuesday, the top 5 power ballads. Have your list ready. If you're into 80s power ballads and hair ballads, as they're called, hairband ballads, get them ready. And maybe you have a power ballad that's not an 80s one. You can throw it in as well. But any kind of rock and roll power ballad, we're going to talk about tomorrow on Top 5 Tuesday. Tomorrow night, trivia at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. I'll be hosting that from 7 to 9:30. And then Wednesday, Name That Tune, the last few here coming up, weather permitting. And tomorrow's going to be beautiful, or Wednesday's going to be beautiful on the patio at Heather's. So want to join us for Name That Tune. If you haven't been there yet this year, get there. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. I will throw one more shameless plug in for this, 937inc.com. Right there it is. You can find us. You can find the DAT Band on there with their merchandise. But we're doing the Support Local Music shirts. They're only on sale through the 26th. And then production will start, and they'll be shipped by the 10th of November to all y'all, as Chris Reese would say. All y'all. So please give it a look. Give it a look-see. Thank you so much. Look at that. Everybody's on here. Sean James. How you doing, Sean? Jim Kilroy. Thank you, guys. Say goodnight. Say goodnight, John Boy. Good night, John Boy. Thanks for watching today. Hope you had a great time with us. We had a great time with you. We're going to get some music up here and get out of here. So thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Top 5 Tuesday coming your way tomorrow here at Hall Around Town Radio. I'm Scott Hall, your host. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.